To do meaningful work is to contribute to create value in society. The only way you improve is to try new things. Embrace change. Envision what could be, challenge the status quo, and drive creative destruction. If you never failed, then you're probably not doing very much. A classical liberal is someone who wants a society that maximizes peace, civility, tolerance, and well-being for everyone. One that opens opportunities for everyone to advance themselves. Hubris, arrogance, is just one step ahead of loss of integrity, because if you think you're better than other people, you know more, then you're going to think, as many leaders have, that the rules don't apply to them, so they lose their integrity. Our vision controls the way we think and, therefore, the way we act. The vision we have of our jobs determines what we do and the opportunities we see or don't see. We must measure what leads to results, not simply what is easy to measure. We try to reward people according to the value they create in society and for the company. We try to evaluate how much value an employee is creating here and reward them accordingly. I want my legacy to be greater freedom, greater prosperity, and a better way of life for my family, our employees, and all Americans. And I wish the same for every nation on earth. Success is one of the worst enemies of success, because success tends to breed complacency and lack of humility. To be happy, you have to fulfill your nature. That's what Aristotle taught so many centuries ago, that the road to happiness isn't to go drink more or consume more. The road to happiness is to fully develop your abilities, and then apply them to do good. Citizens who over-rely on their government to do everything not only become dependent on their government, they end up having to do whatever the government demands. In the meantime, their initiative and self-respect are destroyed. Best part of my job is fulfillment. When I see that we're creating value, that we're helping improve people's lives, and we benefit from it, so it's a system of mutual benefit. Our philosophy's working. That's what turns me on. That's what keeps me going. I've had the philosophy that John Adams expressed, in the kind of system that we're trying to create in this country, that this is a system for moral people. It will work for no other. No centralized government, no matter how big, how smart, or how powerful, can effectively and efficiently control much of society in a beneficial way. On the contrary, big governments are inherently inefficient and harmful. The role of business is to provide products and services that make people's lives better while using fewer resources, and to act lawfully and with integrity. When you start attacking cronyism and people's political interests, it gets nasty. Do you want to have your feelings hurt a little bit because you have some negative feedback? Or do you want to continue down the disastrous track you're on and have a huge disaster? Talk about a bruised ego. It may ruin your career. Repeatedly asking for government help undermines the foundations of society by destroying initiative and responsibility. It is also a fatal blow to efficiency and corrupts the political process. All of our policies are based on whether it will enable people to improve their lives or it will make their lives worse. I studied what principles underlaid peace and prosperity and concluded the only way to achieve societal well-being was through a system of economic freedom. Why I've never been that fond of politics and only got into it recently kicking and screaming, because I don't think politicians are going to reverse the trajectory of this country. I think it's going to depend on the American people understanding what is fair and what makes their lives better. To end cronyism, we must end government's ability to dole out favors and rig the market to make a quick buck, but over time, if you're not creating value for others, customers, society isn't going to let you be around. I have been a libertarian in my past, but now I consider myself a classical liberal. We oppose all corporate welfare, whether we benefit or not. You will find that our policy positions mainly hurt our profitability rather than help it. Most power is power to coerce somebody. We don't have the power to coerce anybody. I believe that cronyism is nothing more than welfare for the rich and powerful, and should be abolished. If there is wrong, you don't say we have to get rid of it gradually. If injustice exists, you need to eliminate it immediately. Thanks for watching. Waiting for the next video. Like, comment, and subscribe.